I am back with another video. Firstly, some viewers complain, Sajid, you're not adding timestamps these days to your videos. I am not adding timestamps because the videos these days contain topics mostly about the ongoing tension in the Amhara region. That is why no timestamps. Once we start having updates, news stories from other regions too, different news stories need timestamps. That is why no timestamps these days. Uh, Firstly, viewers, a key secret meeting has been held in Gonder city of the Amhara region. Damaike Zadu was there. Reportedly, three main issues were discussed. Fano fighters, Amhara Special Force members, all were there reportedly. Gonder, I have been saying, is the heart of this resistance. Secondly, viewers, while in most cities and towns of the Amhara region, resistance is intensifying. Amhara Special Force members organizing, resisting, confronting Ethiopian National Defense Force. But from a city in Himra, just a few hours ago, we received a report that photocopy shops are flooded by Amhara Special Force members. They want to fill forms of choice to join federal forces or regional police, reportedly. Thirdly, viewers, the five members of parliament from the Amhara region, I think they're from Nama party, they have issued a joint statement countering Ethiopian government's narrative that establishment of regional forces was unconstitutional. I think General Ababo Tadesse said 3 days ago that the regional forces and some other Ethiopian government representatives too, that federal forces, that regional special forces were established unconstitutionally. Five Amhara members of parliament today issued a statement. We will have a detailed look at the statement. Firstly, viewers, first news story is about a key meeting held in Gonder. Gonder is heart of this resistance. Why? Because Fano fighters are resurfacing. They have been mostly they've been keeping a low key recently because of the ongoing operation against Fanos, which started last year. Amhara Special Force members from different parts of Amhara region, they headed to Gonder. It was confirmed by Gonder city government yesterday in a statement that from different regions, Amhara Special Force members had arrived in Gonder, and it asked Amhara Special Force members to report at camps. But no such thing is happening. And yesterday, Gonder city government imposed restrictions on the movement of Amhara Special Force, on holding of protests. Today, a meeting was held, a key meeting, early morning, after Sunday, after church prayers. The meeting was held in Gonder city. The meeting was attended by Damaike Zadu, a champion of Volkite Identity Restoration Committee. Fought for years, imprisoned when EPRDF was in power. And now I think he is deputy administrator of Volkite Amhara Sagade. He was there. Fano factions commanders were there. Amhara Special Force commanders were there too. Local level, zonal level commanders were there. Deliberations were held. Three main issues came under discussion. Firstly, how to unite different Fano factions. Amhara Fano Unity Council was established, I think, last year. I did some videos, but practically it could not be implemented. Fano factions have been operating separately. East Amhara Fano remained under Ethiopian army's control. Gajam Fano was independent. Gonder Fanos as well. Now, discussions have been held how to unite Fano factions to form a joint Fano front against Ethiopian army. First point. Secondly, Amhara Shingo, National Amhara Shingo was discussed. Shingo means Congress, forum. That a shadow government or a shadow leadership in the Amhara region should be finalized. Who should lead this resistance movement against Ethiopian federal forces, Ethiopian federal government? Thirdly, mode of resistance came under discussions. Should protests continue? Should there be civil disobedience? Should there be start of some student movement? Should there be encircling of government offices, etc., etc.? Several proposals came under discussions. That is what we managed to find. It was a top secret type of meeting. Luckily, we got information about the issues discussed there. It is as if Amhara Special Force is in control of Gonder. No ENDF patrolling the streets of Gonder reportedly, though there were no protests in Gonder today. Yesterday, security restrictions were imposed, and today Gonder was relatively calm. Why? I think some discussions are being held to finalize the next round of this struggle. That is why report. It's not that people are respecting the instruction. People say that these instructions don't matter because in Gonder there is no local or regional government in control of the situation. We'll try to update you more about decisions reached at the meeting, secret meeting held in Gonder. Secondly, we heard Sekota, different information coming from Sekota. In Cambodia, people protesting, security forces opening fire in Debre Birhan, Ethiopian army opened fire. There was exchange of fire between Ethiopian army, Fano. In Bahedar, silent protest. And in Kobo, there was fighting near Kobo between Ethiopian army and Fano fighters. But in Sekota, after some tension between Ethiopian army and Amhara Special Force members, yesterday photocopy shops were flooded by Amhara Security Force, Amhara Special Force members. Why? Because forms have been distributed by Amhara regional government to Amhara Special Force members. The forms are due to be filled by Amhara Special Force members. They'll write their choice in terms of their next appointment. Because if reorganization, disarmament happens, these special force members will be part of other forces like Amhara police, Amhara anti-riot police, federal police, ENDF. So they are being told to give their choice, their options, 1, 2, 3. That is why photocopy shops are flooded. These forms were printed and Amhara Special Force members filled the forms for submission to authorities. That happened in Sekota. We got confirmation. And I have been reporting that in Sekota, it has been difficult for Amhara Special Force to rally public support. Partly because Sekota is home to lots of IDPs. Partly because it is inhabited by Agos. Ago-Amhara tensions ongoing off and on for years. About Adase, some say is in Ago. whatever the reason is, but in Sekota, Amhara Special Force members could not muster lots of public support, like we're saying in Kambolcha, in Dasi, in Kobo, in Debre Birhan, in Debre Marcos, etc. So that is why maybe. And Amhara Special Force units could be disconnected. It's not that a central Amhara Special Force leadership is making all the decisions. So some factions, some units based in Sekota could be considering respecting government's call for restructuring. But it's too early to conclude that all Amhara Special Force members are going to respect the announcement of restructuring of the Amhara Special Force. Thirdly, viewers, the 5 members of parliament from the Amhara region have issued a joint statement countering government's narrative that establishment of regional special forces was unconstitutional. The 5 members, I think, are mainly from NAMA party, National Movement of Amharas, which is an opposition party, but it is part of the government too. Balat Amora is Minister of Information and Technology at PMRP's cabinet. The 5 members of parliament are Dasalin Chane, Christian Tadale, Ababao Dasaleo Zamine Halu, and Molokin ASF. These 5 members have issued a detailed statement. They say that establishment of regional special forces was in accordance with Ethiopian constitution. They have referred to an article of the constitution as well. Secondly, they say that the decision taken to dismantle special forces is illegal. Prosperity Party's executive committee cannot make such a decision. A political party cannot make such a decision. Decision can only be made by representatives of the people of Ethiopia. Thirdly, they say that Ethiopian army's operation in Amhara is illegal. Ethiopian army must not be politicized. So it should cease its operation in Amhara. Fourthly, the 5 MPs are asking all Amhara activists, journalists, politicians to be a voice for the people of the Amhara region. And lastly, they are urging international community to intervene. They say that Rwanda-like genocide is in the making. Amharas could be massacred by security forces in Amhara. That is why international community should step in. So, this statement is not surprising. NAMA members are already opposing the ongoing operation in the Amhara region, though on day 1 they said that talks should be held. Now NAMA is taking a strong position. Yesterday it said that PM Abiy should revoke the decision. And now NAMA members say that the decision to dismantle special forces is illegal. Ethiopian government is facing a challenge in the Amhara region. No one can deny that. How will it meet this challenge? That we'll see. How will it overcome this challenge? That we'll see in coming days and weeks. Thank you for watching.